G'day everyone, Rascal here again. Hope you're all going well, and welcome to round 3 of season 3 of the FIA Exhibition Manufacturer Series at Tokyo Expressway East Outer Loop. Now, for those of you in Oceania, you might have noticed I actually managed to just stay in the top 10 of the time trial splits for only the second time in my career, right until the end. I was number 10 with a .950, but still I was in the top 10, so I was happy about that. However, come race night, I came down with the flu, so I wasn't feeling very good, but I figured I can do this anyway. So let's see how I do in this race. Now there's Chavez71. Now he also put in a very good lap time. He was in the top 10 for quite a while. He was only a couple of, at the most, 2/10 behind me, I think. So I was surprised to see another of the very fast drivers in this split with me, considering, as I mentioned last time, I'd actually dropped a few KDR and then working my way back to get that back. So I really wasn't expecting any competition, but I got to have some, and this turned out being one of the best. G'day old mate. We'll go through this first. Road Rider GT, also the alternate name for a certain YouTuber who I won't mention. Just see if there's anyone else here that I'm friends with. I've raced against a lot of these blokes before. Blackie Chan. It's been a long time since I raced against him. But yeah, as I was saying, Space Dust Study, race against him a lot. Sanchez, how you going, mate? So yeah, as we start, this actually turned out being one of the most enjoyable races I've ever had. Even though I wasn't in peak form, I thoroughly enjoyed this race, and you'll see why soon. Also, this is the last of this exact type of format of video I'll be doing. In the future I'll be changing it up a bit, which you'll get to see soon, as I'm not racing this week's manufacturer race. I'm not confident or fast enough in the Group 3 Lambo around Catalonia, so I'm giving it a skip. So I'll spend the next few days spitting out some videos. So as you can see in the replay, managed to get in between the middle of the two of them into the first corner. Now you hear quite often my tyre squeals are really loud. That's because I actually run them at 1.5 times louder than they're meant to be, just so I myself can hear when I'm abusing my tyres. All part of the tyre conservation thing that David Burrell has got me into. Now you can tell I was off form because I wasn't taking this particularly well, that little section there. Those of you who are fast out there will notice that was my biggest weak point, as well as a silly mistake like that, touching the wall there. So like I said, I wasn't in top form, but I was reasonably confident, you know, thinking lower lobby, I should be alright. But as you'll see, it ended up being a phenomenal race, to the point where I have not edited this race 1 minute. I haven't had to edit anything because it was a race the whole way. So in the future, where I've got the replay in the right hand corner there, every now and then I'll be bringing that down to full screen so you can see it like it's, you know, TV type visual. That's basically the change that's coming from now on. So that's already done in the next 2 videos that I've made. Now the Lambo was really good here because of its top legs, but the problem with that was anyone with a half powerful car, so basically the Lexus or the Merc, could catch up to me. Chavez gave me a little tap there. Don't know if he meant to or not, but it would kind of help me hold on for a second. And because of the slipstream on this particular track, didn't really need to worry too much about nailing the perfect lap every lap, because anyone who is near your level you are not going to get away from. I thought about having a look there, but as I said, wasn't doing particularly well on that corner. Chavez takes advantage of it, I think. I'm pretty sure I just let him by. Yep. So, I know this was before they brought in the new penalty system, or lack thereof. So, people were still getting very heavy penalties in this race. Mind you, the top 2 finishers, which is me and one of the 2 blokes in front of you, managed to break away from everyone else, have a very close race the whole time, and neither of us got a penalty. There's some really good driving. So this time I'm the one at the end of a triple toe in the Lambo. I'm like, good. Okay, I can make up some places here. So wait till we get up the upper end here, where the Lambo really excels. Like I said in my other video, in a tow I can get near on 280. So nice, try and keep it conservative through there after coming in at quite a hot speed. Get out of there well. Now it's quite comfortable through here. Comfortable through this corner. It's just this little part where you have to give it a light bit of brake. Come through. Sometimes I nailed it pretty well, like there. Other times I didn't. I just wasn't very consistent on that particular part of the circuit. Again, there. Just making, they were the 2 spots I was making my biggest mistakes on. But having said that, I was never going to break ahead from Chavez behind me. Now, as you can see, Zork, or whatever his name is, has got himself a penalty, so he's going to fall behind, and the race is just going to come down to me and Chavez for the whole 12 laps. And it's one of those things where, like you see here, if I'm out in front, I know I can beat him to the finish line. So I was already thinking at this stage, okay, last lap, I've got to make sure I'm in front coming out of that last corner. But until then, as you can see, he gives me a bump there, decides not to overtake me. Knowing I've got the higher top speed, I can drag him along faster. We're just trying to break the gap to the Zork there in the background. Sorry about that hiccup. Now, me and Chavez are very much equally paced around here. I think if I had been 100% on form, even then, I don't think I could have broken him. It's like, even if I had nailed everything perfect, I don't think I ever would have gotten more than 1.5 seconds ahead, which is what you need to do to lose someone on this track, as any experienced GT player knows. As you can see, he was quite often stronger than me around there. But rather than fight each other too hard, we were kind of like, yeah, there. Rather than fight him, I'd rather let him go. We didn't want Resort catching up to us again. We were just having our own little race, switching positions. Now we've already made nearly 3 seconds on Resort. As you can see, if I'm behind him, not a chance in hell that I can catch up to him before the finish line. Because as I've stated many times, while this Lambo's got legs, it just cannot keep up with either the Merc, especially the Merc, or the Lexus when it comes to acceleration. As you can see, he's swinging around there trying to lose my slipstream. Wasn't going to happen. But here I think I decided to give him a nudge. Yep. Bang. I think that'll be freaking him out a bit. Going up to 275 k's in the old Merc. We certainly both broke a little bit earlier than we had to there. We both actually play it pretty safe through here, pretty much most of the rest of the race. Enough to make sure that the others aren't going to catch up, and that if they want to, they're going to have to push to the point where they're most likely going to make a mistake. So here, my weak point again, coming a little bit hot. Luckily I keep the toe, he didn't take it that well either. Now I'm getting at that point where I'm lifting, coming through the corners. Again, just because I know I can. It's, as long as I'm within this stupid 1.5 second slipstream they've got, what's the point of pushing it through points? I'm just going to catch up again. We're not even halfway through the race yet. Conserve my tyres a bit. As you can see, wasn't really out braking myself too hard there. Taking it nice and easy on the out. I said you better watch what you're doing, 'cause I ain't gonna stop when I'm moving. So yeah, this is going to be a slightly long video, 25 minutes, but there really was nothing to cut. I really enjoyed this race at the time so much that I just wanted to keep it all. And a big shout out to Chavez for some really good driving. Especially at the moment with the way, besides track limits, there basically is no penalty system. People are starting to act like jerks again, as I'm sure we're all aware. Now I've heard it's just a temporary situation because they basically have turned off the contact penalties. So you can get away with spearing someone completely off track, sending them to the shadow realm and beyond, and you will not get the slightest penalty. It's really bad. I had a shot at round 5, got sent to the shadow realm big time by a supposed friend of mine who's quite infamous here in Oceania and overseas. He's calling himself Justice Racing 22 or whatever at the moment, but it's good old Devil's Grave. So if you're watching this, Devil, you're a prick. Thanks for that, round 5. He tried joining the SLM League and got kicked out because anyone who knows that name knows what he drives like. And he's got the emotional range of a 3-year-old. So he likes to think he's fast, but he got into the league and soon found out there's a lot of even B drivers out there who don't bother doing FIA or daily races, who can give a lot of the top guys a run for their money. So even though they're not in my description, I still highly recommend you check out SLM Esports. They've got a Facebook page. Look for them on Discord. In fact, I might stick a link in this video. If you want to do league racing, they're definitely one of the better leagues where you will definitely get racing. Throwhouse are good, but anyone who's in that group knows it's hard to race. SLM's got over 100 members now, and they're only a couple of months old, and everyone can race. But they're very much on the replica side of things. They try to make things as realistic as possible as you can in Gran Turismo. So if they do GT4, for instance, there's only cars that have been eligible for GT4 in the last 3 years that are actually in the game. The same with GT3 and any of their other classes. The Formula classes, they change up. It might be, you know, the F1500T, the Red Bull Junior, the Toyota or Honda Dallara, you know, it could be anything. But yeah, they've got quite a few series. Touring car series, which at the moment is a bit mixed up, but it's being switched to front wheel drive only. So here we now. Lap 7. Got nearly a 5-second gap on this hill behind us. And honestly, both of us are just taking it reasonably easy here. It's kind of that middle of the race period where, you know, tactics don't really matter. We just need to stay together. Give him another nudge here. We just want to keep getting ahead of the other people. A little sip of drink there. You see that? Too bad. Ended up overtaking him anyway, just because I had the legs. Again, it's not really a big deal at this stage of the race. It's not until the last couple of laps that you really start thinking about position. Now, and I was aware of this at the time, there is a problem I have versus Chavez. He is in a rear-wheel drive only car. I am in an all-wheel drive mid-engine car. So while I might not work out my front tyres as much as the front engine four-wheel drive cars or your front-wheel drive cars, I still chew out my front tyres a lot more than the guys in the Jaguars, the Mercedes, the Lexuses, you know, the three big fast rear-wheel drive cars do. Aston Martin is another one. So I do have to watch on conserving my tyres, which is why I take it so easy through that corner there. And I'm taking it easy on my braking as well, because Well, everyone has this idea that it's going around the corners hard and hearing those tyre squeals that wears out your tyres, and it does. That's not the biggest thing that wears out your tyres. The biggest thing that will wear out your tyres, especially your front tyres, is braking. And when do you brake? Usually when you're coming into a corner. So especially high speed braking, when you're doing insane speeds like this, all the weight goes to the front of the cars, all the weight's on those front tyres. They're trying to stop the car, they're trying to turn at the same time. Corners like this is where you get your tyre wear. So that's why you want to brake in a straight line before the corner, as much as you can. And all-wheel drive, downside is you keep putting a little bit of extra strain on those tyres as you're putting down power as you come out of the corner as well. Whereas front-wheel drive cars, not so much. So we're starting to get there towards the end of the race. And so I'm starting to think, okay, I want Chavez to be in front of me again. And then decide when I want to be in front. Just look after my tyres as much as I can. And then make sure on the straight, when we cross on the straight on the penultimate lap, from lap 11 to lap 12, that's when I overtake him, and I just want to stay ahead of him. Kind of like I do at this corner, this is what I want to do on the final lap. Stay away from him, because even here where he's reasonably close, even if he went on the outside, he gives me a bump there. He wouldn't have quite got me by the time we get to the finish line. Would have been close though. Now, you see there, I made a fake like I was going to pit. It's because I decided, no, I want you to be in front. I even hold it in 6. So I basically give him the choice. You can slow right down if you want, because I'm going to go slower. You're going in front. I'm pretty sure I just follow him now. As I said, at the end of lap 11, I want to be the one who does the overtaking and gets in front. So I'm pretty sure I just stay behind him for the next 2 laps. Now, as you can see, he's starting to get a bit of lag here. You just see it a little bit here. It actually starts happening a bit more over the next 2 laps. Gets a little bit distracting, to be honest. Now, I don't know why. We both had 4 bars. There's no reason. But I'm thinking he's making all these kind of mistakes because you see him bouncing off walls and everything. But it's just a game. There you see him glitching out there. So I was hoping he was making mistakes, but his pace was telling me he wasn't. So his car actually looks quite beat up by the last lap. But that's just because the game's glitching out, bounces him against walls when he's really not. So who have we got behind us? Zork is still behind us. Like nearly a bit over 6.5 seconds. You see him spiking out, getting a bit possessed again. And Makosi Academic, just got overtaken by Parker. Now, for those of you who don't know, Makosi Academic, I'm pretty sure he's Cody's dad. Because those of you who know, Cody Lukowski drives under Nick Makosi. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his old man. Now, I remember racing him into top slits when I was actually into top slits for a little bit. But it seems maybe he's getting slow in his older age, I don't know. So you can see there, like he's bouncing off the walls, but he's not slowing down like he should be. Does the same on the next corner. All through here, you just see him scraping walls. So he's behind me, in front of me. It's quite disconcerting. Sorry, disconcerting. It's my Australian coming out along with my list. Again, a bit late. I apologise for the list. It's just the way it is. So as you can see, his car looks like it's been through hell, and I'm pretty sure he's got some pretty clean lines. So as you can see, I'm trying to keep close to him, knowing we're on the penultimate lap. And I'm like, no, you're not getting away from me, you little prick. I am overtaking you on this next straight. Got a good exit out of there. I don't want to overtake him on the corner because you do want to get a slingshot. So I don't want to slow him down a little bit. You actually need a little bit of distance to get a proper slingshot. So I know he's faster than me through this point, especially if we're just side to side, but I'm using the toe here. And if I can really get it up this uphill bit, I'm thinking I should have waited. Because this, see, it just gives me that nudge there. I could have gotten a bigger break, but I also know I can stay ahead of him. He's not going to get the chance to overtake me again. So now the pressure's on. I'm like, alright Kev, your tyres are screwed. He gives me a nudge there. Wasn't deliberate. He's race clean so far. I'm sure it was just a little bit of outbraking. Both our tyres aren't the best at the moment. Come on, Kev, you've got to shake him. But if you look at the replay, I'm not shaking this guy at all. He's really pressuring me. I'm like, don't let it get to you. I managed to nail that, but so does he. Like, he might look like he's a distance in the mirror, but like I said, look in the replay, he is right behind me. He knows what's going on as well. We both know it's going to come down to this last corner. Tries to go for it there, but I'm pretty good at this little exit. So, come on Kev, don't mess up this corner. Get your braking point perfect. And I brake that little bit too late. Now to get ahead, I know it's no point getting behind him. Now it's just straight out drag. And as I keep saying, the Mercedes has got the Lambo in the drag every time. And as you can see, Chavez wins it. And well done Chavez, you deserved it. Thank you so much for that race. I loved it. To the point where I knew I could have done more races, gotten far more points than 169, but I didn't want to. I just had a good race. So yeah, see you later, be good to each other. Until next time.